And we're back. Great to have you, my friends. Rush Limbaugh, serving humanity, executing assigned host duties flawlessly. That's because I assign them. I am the host. And it means it's easy to be flawless because I'm just being me, and there's nothing wrong with me. So let's go. It's Friday.
Live from the Southern Command in sunny South Florida, it's Open Line Friday.
And we have 1 hour remaining, 800-282-2882, and the email address, lrushbo@eibnet.com. I just saw this race by on CNN. Apparently there's been yet another leak from the emails between executives at Sony. And all I saw on the monitor was a Sony exec called an actor a whore. Don't know who, don't know what, don't know the names. And I just sit here and I marvel because, these are supposedly the beautiful people. These are the sensitive people. These are the nice people. They're the tolerant ones among us. They're the non-judgmental ones among us. They're the elitists. They're the ones enlightened. They're the good people. And you read this stuff that's being said about their employees, the actors. You read this stuff the execs are saying about their employees, and it's just telling. And I got to tell you, if you missed this at the top of the program, oh, no. Somebody called Kevin Hart a whore? Oh, no. Because Kevin Hart, he is one of the actors that Amy Pascal said, maybe Obama likes Kevin Hart. He's a black actor. Maybe Obama likes Django Unchained. Maybe Obama liked The Butler. Maybe I should talk to Obama about The Butler. I bet he liked that movie. Anyway, Amy Pascal, who is the co-chairman of Sony Pictures Entertainment, has now sought out the Justice Brothers. I kid you not. She is seeking forgiveness from Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. And she apologized. This is not who I am. That's not who I am. It's not what I do. And that's not how I am. But it is. It is who you are. You wrote the emails. You said you had no desire to go to this fundraising breakfast that Katzenberg was putting on. You didn't know what to say to Obama. You had no idea. You give Obama all this money, but you don't want to go meet him. And so you have to ask somebody else, what's it appropriate to talk to Obama about? And, of course, black things. That's what was be appropriate. From the tolerant ones. From the enlightened ones. Yes, the Hollywood left. The true enlightened and the nice people. Okay. Kevin Hart responds to Sony whore comment by saying, I protect my brand. After being called a whore by a Sony exec in one of the recently leaked emails, Kevin Hart has taken to Instagram to defend himself. He wrote yesterday that knowing your self-worth is extremely important, people. I work very hard to get where I am. I look at myself as a brand, and because of that, I will never allow myself to be taken advantage of. That sort of means taken. I own my brand. I make smart decisions for my brand. I protect my brand, which is why I'm able to brush ignorance off of my shoulder and to continue to move forward. I refuse to be broken, people. With that being said, it's now time for me to get back to building this empire that I have always dreamed of. Now, Kevin Hart, I must confess, I never heard of Kevin Hart until all this broke. But I have since learned that Kevin Hart stars in an upcoming Sony comedy called A Wedding Ringer. And the dust-up with him began on Wednesday when an email leaked in which Sony exec Clint Culpepper slammed the comedian for asking for more money to promote Think Like a Man 2 on his Twitter, on top of the $3 million payment he got. He wanted more than that. He was called a whore. And all this other stuff that's leaking, it's just delicious. Because, of course, it makes hypocrites out of all of these people, which they truly are. And they're the ones, and they sit out there, and They sit on their lofty perch of judgmentalism and consider themselves to be the enlightened, the advanced, the tolerant, and all that. And we're learning that they're just a bunch of guttural reprobates